Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over all my Guild Wars teams, all colors, all teams, updated for 2023. I did do this probably less than a year ago, but I have upgraded some of the teams, tweaked some of them, and let's do it for 2023. It's what you guys voted for on the community tab poll for your reward for getting that video to 110 likes. Probably going to take a week off of that. Try to think of something super enticing for the next one, for the next like goal. So we'll take a week off the like goal thing, and I'll think of something really good for the next reward, and we'll make it 115 likes next time. Alright, let's go with all my Guild Wars teams, all colors. Alright, here's my green team. This is actually Guild Wars right here. Today was Green Day, so I get to show it in Guild Wars. It went 5-0. It scored over 9,500. Bracket 3. We have Doomed Glaive, we have Apothecary, the Wild Queen, and the Possessed King. So it's like a glass cannon type of deal. We're looking for Apothecary early. You want to match that blue, get that Apothecary. So then you can do something to brown and get an extra turn, get up the Wild Queen. And then you're either casting the Wild Queen or the Doomed Glaive, whatever you have. So Doomed Glaive gets priority, believe it or not. You want to line up, convert brown into Doom Skull and do a bunch of damage, while that Possessed King is doing that explode on 4 or 5 gem match. And then you have the Wild Queen. You can steal attack from the other team. Make sure they have attack available to steal, and give it to your first slot. Make a bunch of green and skulls. Go from there. Wild Queen when you don't have the Glaive. Glaive when you do have the Glaive. Apothecary when you don't have either. And Apothecary has a cleanse. We got Orpheus medals. We got Elementalist. So, yeah, you're just looking for alignment. You're looking for the Doom Glaive alignment. You're looking for the Wild Queen. And you're looking for that Apothecary early to get the Wild Queen up and to get going. Or to line up the Doom Glaive. Sometimes you'll be just lining up the Doom Glaive with the Apothecary. So, you'll figure it out. Green team, Glass Cannon, 5-0, 9,523. Forgot the team code, but there you go. Green Day. Guild Wars Yellow. There it is. Alright, we got Gorgatha, Rope Dart, Divine Ishbala, Keeneland. This one has not been changed. It's still the same. Maybe Elementalist is different. And 3 Orpheus, of course. You always want to do 3 Orpheus and Elementalist, even if you have Queen Beatrix, I feel. I just go all in on the cleanse. Maybe you feel differently about that. That's up to you. If you have the Queen Beatrix, she's going to cleanse on 4 or 5 gem match, but you know how it goes. So, why do I keep clicking on the wrong thing? Of course I do. Dum-dum. Alright, yellow. Here we go. 2 battle. Gorgatha, Rope Dart, Divine Ishbala, Keeneland. I'll show the team code. There you go. So tomorrow is Yellow Day, at least for PS4 or PlayStation, whatever you want to say. And here's the yellow team. Does pretty good for me. It's not like 5-0 every single time like my red team, but it does good enough to where I've never put it on the chopping block. Brown has definitely been on the chopping block. I've changed that a few times. I'm going to show you multiple brown teams because my brown team did bad yesterday, or Monday, or Tuesday. Can't say the right word for my life. And then, like, my purple team has, you know, been on the chopping block before. But this is, like, bracket 1, bracket 2, bracket 3 business. So anybody under those should completely fine. You should be completely fine. Alright, first thing, Smoker, we're trying to get up that Gorgatha, believe it or not. But you do got to look at the enemy's teams and make sure. I mean, it's not all about your team. You kind of got to look at their team as well and counter it. Or, yeah, basically counter it. So we got blue to red, and we got brown to red. But they are frozen on yellow and green, which doesn't matter. So blue to red, brown to red. We got to look for that. Do they have it? No, they don't. So we just don't want to make it worse on ourselves. We don't want them to have that after we match. So we're just going to take some brown, some innocent brown up here maybe. Could do skulls and brown. I'm just scared like a bunch of red will fall and then, but we'll see. Alright, they went for it, which you'd expect they would. Red extra turn, now we have Gorgatha. Usually that's the race. Do they get their thing, or do you get your Gorgatha? So let's go Gorgatha now. Gorgatha has a cleanse. Gorgatha explodes the whole board. It's a really good tank. It has a 75% skull reduction, and it has a 25% chance to summon an Ancient Horror on death. Alright, they made a ton of red for our Divine Ishbala. Red to Skull, green to Yellow, enchant 2 random allies. So this is basically the Rope Dart Divine Ishbala Keelan team. Just instead of Moon Rabbit, you have Gorgatha to make the team completely yellow. And one other intricacy of the team is you do not want to just cast Rope Dart blindly all the time when you have it, because if you have alignment, you want to do the alignment. You don't want to do the Rope Dart. I know Rope Dart seems super free and that you just cast it whenever and you pull something to the front that you want to kill, but it also has like a destroy gems right there. Gems are removed from the board with full effect as if they were matched. So it has a remove. It's going to remove some stuff. It's going to move the board a little bit, and then it might mess up your alignment. So you really want to make sure you do that Divine Ishbala and that Keelan first before you cast the Rope Dart. It's kind of strange. I think most people, their instinct would be to cast the Rope Dart first, pull something to the front, and then do the alignments. But it's not. You want to do the alignments first just to make sure you get them. Right there, I could have done Rope Dart first. I don't know what I'm doing, but so I'm looking for Keelan. It's brown to Skull or purple to red. We have purple to red, so let's go. We don't want to mess it up with the Rope Dart, because now we have Divine Ishbala. Alright, so now's a good time. I mean, we have the Skulls here, but we could do Rope Dart and then Skulls, hopefully. And there's some yellow down there. Alright, kept everything pretty much intact. I'm gonna grab the yellow, or should I do the Skulls? Let's kill that. Excuse me. Let's grab that. We got Rope Dart. Now's a decent time to cast it. You don't have Divine Ishbala. You don't have Keelan. And now we have Keelan, but we don't have alignment. Brown to Skull, purple to red, we don't have. But can we kill them? Pretty close. Let's do Gorgatha. Now, Divine Ishbala wins. So that's my yellow team. It's pretty good. In bracket 1, 2, and 3, it goes like 4-1 or 5-0 most of the time. How many times has it gone 3-2? Not very many. I can't remember a time where it did go 3-2, but I'm sure it has once or twice. But most of the time, you're going to go 5-0 if you're under bracket 5 or so. If you're above bracket 5, you might go 4-1 here and there, but it's not going to do the 3-2 thing very often. So that was yellow. All right, let's move on to the blue team. The blue team has been okay. It's not the best thing ever. Still, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm in high brackets, so I can't be too harsh on my teams. But I think the blue team has had a little bit of trouble over the last few months. But it's still really good. It hasn't had enough trouble to where I've thought about totally replacing it. It's been fine. I did change it a little bit, though. So since the last video, we used to have Jar of Eyes in 3rd slot. I put a Boreal Crystal there instead. So you got Sicker X, double a chosen color gem on the board, then create 3 more gems of that color, give life to all allies of that color. We have a complete team of blue. So if you cast on blue over and over and over, you're going to give your whole team a bunch of life. You can get up to, like, max life. Also, you could go on green. Green would be good. You would be doing your Sicker X, your Queen Beatrix, and then making a bunch of green for the Miraji Queen to then turn to Doom Skulls. If you have to, brown would be the only other choice. You could just keep looping on brown until you figure something else out. You could be giving your tank a bunch of life. It's like the 3rd choice, but it's not terrible. Also, Queen Beatrix makes green and brown, so that wouldn't be terrible either. Because when she casts, she'll make more brown. Maybe she'll get an extra turn, and you can keep going with Sicker X. So Queen Beatrix, true damage to all enemies, of course. Green and brown, 40% chance to get an extra turn. A Boreal Crystal explodes green. Random status effect to all elemental allies, then summon an elemental. Miraji Queen, 50% start for elemental. Our whole team is elemental. We're using Elementalist. And curse all enemies, convert all green gems to Doom Skulls. So pretty good team. The only bad part is getting that Sicker X up. If you can get that Sicker X up before the other team starts cruising on you, then you're good to go. You can start looping. The enemy never gets a turn. And you're looking for Miraji Queen, you're looking for Queen Beatrix. But if they get up before you, it's like the worst enemy of Sicker X is usually like Zul'Goth. Like a fast starting Zul'Goth. Alright, they got the tower. That never really scares me. They got double. This is cool, though. We're doing PvP, we're doing 3 trophy, and we're seeing teams that you would see in Guild Wars. So don't feel like I'm doing something easy here. Alright, we're going to take the red extra turn. Hopefully it will elementalist them. Alright, cool. Blue and purple. They're going to do yellow to green. Once again, we got to look at the enemy team. We can't just totally rely on our team. We got to counter the enemy team. They don't have it right now. So we're really trying to get up that Sycorax. So we need green or blue or brown. And we have none of it. We have brown. So I guess we got to take brown. Alright, there they go. Somehow they got it. Maybe I didn't check on it good enough. But luckily they didn't go too crazy. Let's see. Yeah, we can take the skulls and get green. Alright, one more time we got our Sycorax and we're on our way. Alright, do we have Mirage? We do, so let's go. Alright, now, your Sycorax. Look at the number that's highest out of green, blue, and brown. 13 or higher is pretty much you're good to go. Anything lower than 13, you might not hit that extra turn. So 13 is like borderline for me. I like to see 14 or higher, but 13 is good enough, so we'll go on green. And what I mean by that is, if it's 13 or higher, you're going to get an extra turn and get Sycorax back up. Like, you might be like, well, 12's good enough to get an extra turn, but will it get Sycorax back up? You know what I mean? So 13, 14, or higher is usually what I look for to get a bunch of extra turns and Sycorax right back up to loop. All right, we have Queen Beatrix, but you don't want to cast it right away, because if you cast it right away, you might give your turn back to the enemy, and you might be, you know, just sitting there watching them go and go and go. So let's go on green again. This isn't the fastest team in the world, but it's safe if you can get Sycorax going. That's borderline for me, but look, we got 12 green, 12 brown. That's a really good time to cast Queen Beatrix. She got her extra turn. Now we have 15 green instead of like 12, which is way better. Alright, there we go. 15 and 12. There's like, if that you got a nice mixture, like 12 and up of both of them, or even 10 or up of both of them, you should probably cast your Queen Beatrix. 16 and 14? 16 and 19? Bang, we win. And that was a 3 trophy. That was a team that's probably a Guild Wars defend, and we just crushed it. That's not how it usually goes. Normally I'll have to loop more with Sycorax, I'll have to cast more Mirage Queens. If you're winning, you're probably not casting your weapon, but you got it there for a summon if you happen to lose Sycorax. You got it there to help you mana generate. You got it there to give you all the positive stats effects. So that was the blue team. Did I show the team code? There you go. Elementalist like always. Orpheus like always. Everything's blue. Everything's elemental. And seems to work pretty good. Bracket 1, 2, and 3. Most of the time it'll go 4 and 1 or 5 and 0. It has been in the doghouse once or twice, and that's when I changed to a Boreal Crystal, so it's been okay since then. So it has had a minor tweak since the last time I showed all my Guild Wars teams. It was the weapon. And probably the class. So that's the blue team. Alright, let's go with our purple team. We got Reflection of Good, the Grey King, Arachnean Weaver, and Leprechaun, Elementalist. We got the double purple, green, minus red. So you got the Reflection of Good. Grant all stats effects to an ally, then explode 25 gems of their mana color. The Grey King. Destroy all gems of a chosen color. All enemies of that color take true damage and are mana drained, silenced, and frozen. Arachnean Weaver. Web all enemies. Deal true damage to the last 2 enemies. If an enemy dies, explode 15 gems. Leprechaun. Explode green gems boosted by my gold. Gain 20 gold. Empowered. So here's purple. It's not my best team, but it has had a tweak since the last time I showed it. We're using Elementalist. We are using Arachnean Weaver instead of Obsidious. And I don't even know if I was using Reflection of Good or not. So it has had a tweak. Most of these have. That's why this video has some merit. It's not all the same teams again. Yellow to purple. And they're frozen on purple, so who cares? Let's do Leprechaun. Alright, so the idea here is to Gray King the crap out of them. They're using a bunch of purple. Let's cast Gray King on purple after we take this. Get that Deathmark gem. Alright, Gray King on purple. Watch this. If they can be, they'll be silenced, mana drained, and frozen. And that's real bad for their defensive Guild Wars team. Alright, Reflection of Good can give us all positive stats effects. Probably want to cast it on the Gray King right now, because the Arachne Weaver won't kill those bottom two troops. So we want to get up our Gray King again. And there he is. We can do purple again, kill everything. Or at least get it really close for the Arachne Weaver to finish them off. Let's take the yellow, get the Arachne... Well, let's cast this on Arachne Weaver, actually. It's up. We cast it. We blow up the board. We kill. Now they're webbed. We're way out ahead. Alright, we got yellow and red. We got brown and purple. So the... we could hold it. Actually, we're going to kill them. So let's just do brown or purple and kill. Now they just have a empowered converter, and that's it. We should be good to go. Alright, who's closer? Arachne Weaver? But it won't kill. So let's go the Gray King. There we go. They got yellow and red. We actually use yellow. If we cast it on red, we're not going to get anything out of it. If we cast it on yellow, we will. So let's cast it on yellow. And this will... won't do it. So we got to get up something else. So close. We don't really need the explode because once it'll be dead, so let's just cast it. It's going to burn to death, maybe. I should have grabbed, like, purple or blue or brown. Yellow and red. Who cares now? Bang, they're dead. So that's purple. It's not going to go 5-0 every single time for the rest of your life, but it goes 4-1 for me. It goes 5-0 for me. Bracket 2, bracket 3 type of business. So anybody bracket 5 and under, this should work for you really good. You just got to get up the Gray King. Hope that they're using a bunch of the same color that you actually need, like purple or blue or brown or yellow or something or green. And whoever, like the most dangerous enemy, you want to cast it on their color and hope that a couple other things have that color too. So you can like screw up a bunch of troops on their team. And also knock them into range for your Arachne Weaver, then cast your Arachne Weaver, blow up the whole board, do it again, you win. So yeah, let's show the team code. There it is. You're going to have to take like a screenshot or something and then somehow, or just remember the team. Reflection of Good, the Gray King, Arachne Weaver, Leprechaun, Elementalist, double purple, green, minus red. It's not too hard to remember. Alright, next up is my red team. I made this all by myself. It's been undefeated, 20-0, bracket 2 and 3 for a long time. Shegra, Flail of Guard, Hatiran Scroll, the Miraji Queen. Doing the Elementalist thing again, the 50% start thing again. We're doing Skull Spam. We got a lot of summons. It's nice. Double red, yellow, minus green. Elementalist, of course. Orpheus, of course. Shegra, create 7 red gems, then convert all red gems to skulls. Also, deal double skull damage versus burning enemies. Burn a random enemy when matching red gems. Flail of Guard, this thing's just to bail you out when you don't have conversions. Explode blue gems, grant a random stat effect to all Swords Edge allies to summon a Swords Edge troop. We don't have any Swords Edge allies, but it was like just the best weapon available that was red, that was a mana generator. It has some good stuff on it, like Barrier, and we could summon something in if we lose Shegra. Hatiran Scroll, convert all green gems to Lycanthropy gems and all yellow gems to Doomskull. Summon a Winter Wolf or Warg. Another summon, a double convert. Lycanthropy can screw up the enemy team. We're like immune to it, kinda. So it's not that big of a deal. At least the Hatiran Scroll is. I've never had it to where they turned my whole team into, like, a bunch of beasts. It never happened. I'm 20-0. Miraji Queen, curse all enemies, convert all green gems to Doom Skulls. 50% start for elementals. All red, let's go. This is the one you've been waiting for. Alright, so maybe get up the flail, maybe get up the Shegra. We got a bunch of red. Alright, so it's a conversion team. It's a skull spam team. The Shegra kind of does it. It creates 7 red and then converts all red gems to skulls. So you don't have to have perfect alignment. Like this right here is perfectly fine. We got this and this and this and this, like all next to each other. We got this, all next to each other. Like, it should be fine. You should be able to go ahead and cast it. It is entangled. That is the worst thing that can happen. We do have Orpheus medals, though. I did win a Guild Wars battle where I was just entangled the whole time. So, it's kind of like the worst thing that can happen to you, but it's not the end of the world. And you're just going to take your extra turns. We're not doing much damage to them, but it's okay. Alright, now we look for our Hatir and Scroll. We have it right now. We have it right here. We don't want to screw this up. We just want to cast it. So Lycanthropy goes over there. Bunch of purple to get Hatir and Scroll right back up. And changes yellow to Doomskull. Alright. We could do Hatir and Scroll. And eventually those Doomskulls will get through even with Entangle on. Alright, do we have... Yep, we have Shegra. It's not going to do very much because it just does Skulls. It doesn't do Doom Skulls. But to keep it on our turn... Just keeping it on our turn, chipping them down. Hoping that we cleanse eventually. We got this again. Chipping them down, chipping them down. We want to keep doing this if we got it. Or Miraji Queen. We killed them. Entangled. We killed their first slot. 3 trophy PvP. We killed their first slot. With freaking... While we're entangled. It's pretty cool. Alright, no Miraji. So let's go with the Shegra. You can have guaranteed Shegras, but... You can also do it when it's not guaranteed. Alright, we got this. That's Doomskull, so we're getting through a little bit. It's kind of good that it's entangling me to show you that it actually works even when you're entangled. Alright, we got this. Remember to look for the green to purple. That's what Lycanthropy is. The Hatir and Scroll takes priority over everything. And then you want the Miraji Queen, and then you look for your Shegra. The Flail is last. So we're looking for our Hatir and Scroll right now. I don't think we have it. So we'll go Shegra. We'll just keep it on our turn. We'll get through a little bit because there are Doom Skulls on the board, especially after you cast Hatir and Scroll and the Miraji Queen a couple times. You're going to have Doom Skulls on the board, so even that Shegra is still getting through a little bit. Entangled the whole time. Alright, we're looking for Hatir and Scroll. So yellow to Doom Skull and green to purple. We don't have it, so we're looking for the Miraji Queen. We don't have it. Let's just match this blue. Maybe that'll make something happen. Let's not match the red. Let's do the Shegra. Alright. Do we have it now? Yellow to Doomskull? No. Green to purple? No. We got Miraji, though. Doomskulls getting through, even entangled. Alright, we got this. They're dead. Entangled the whole time. Still winning. We got this. A little bit of damage there. Gets Hatir and Scroll right back up. Now we could do it again. Let's do Shegra. A lot of red on the board. Alright. Might have to finally flail. Let's just take this. Let's just take this. And let's flail it. You flail it when there's nothing else going on. Alright, we got this. Shegra. 3 down, entangled the entire time. I just gotta keep, it's impressive to me. Flail it. Miraji, no. Hatir and Scroll, yes. Right here. Alright. Miraji, no. Let's go Shagra. All those Doom Skulls on the board. Alright. Miraji? No? Okay, well, we have nothing going on right now. Let's get Hatir and Scroll up. Alright, yellow to Doomskull. We could do it, we might be able to get it, but let's go with this. We got this. We got this now. And finish him off. See, check it out. Didn't die at all. I barely got hit. I was entangled on top of everything else the entire time. And I still crushed their face in. Very slowly, but hey, we were entangled. Imagine if we weren't entangled. That would have went so fast. But yeah, that's my undefeated, it's never lost, 20-0, bracket 2 and 3, new Red Guild Wars team. Take it for a spin. Other people have, and they are having luck too. They're going 5-0 also. So don't poop on it. You think all Hatir and Scroll lycanthropy. You got to get past that. Get past the lycanthropy. Shagra's had a buff recently. You know, Flail of Guard is a good weapon. Miraji Queen's always good. And it's Skull Spam. It's going to score super high. That's the highest you can score is Skull Spam. So, yeah. Red team, it's awesome. Definitely recommended. Nothing about 4-1 and 3-2 here. Nothing about on the chopping block here. This is my best team, 20-0. Alright, here's my brown team. Brown is a different story. I don't have anything for you. That's amazing. I'm actually looking for a brown team. Put them in the comments. But I do have like 4 teams that have potential. I have my new team here, supposedly from a bracket 1 player that never lost with it. But I just went terrible. Did like 3-2 with it. So I'm going to give it another chance, though. See if I can go at least 4-1 next Guild Wars. It is good. I understand it. It's cool. I definitely recommend it. It's nice. But, yeah, it went 3-2 in bracket 3. I have my old team, which was decent, but it did get replaced. It got put on the chopping block. So, and then I have 2 teams, one from Glorfindel and one from Faceless One, that are all brown. So we'll check those out as well. So Brown Day, here's the team. We got Chalcedony. I think a good choice. If you're bracket 5 and under, Chalcedony, Secra, Todd, go with that kind of stuff. We got deal damage to an enemy, then create 3 brown gems boosted by all construct allies. We're Geomancer, so we're construct. We pretty much have to do that. That's one of the downsides to this team. You can't do Elementalist. You want to make sure you keep looping on brown. We got the double yellow, brown, minus green banner. We got the Curse Breaker Hammer. Deal splash damage to an enemy, plus 4 per tempering level. Bless all brown allies and curse all brown enemies. So that's cool. You can bless yourself. You can curse them. We got the Fool. So all that looping, all that brown. We got jumble the board and the enemy team. There's a 7% chance for an extra turn. For each brown gem on the board. Inflict a random stats effect on a random enemy when an ally casts a spell. Hopefully you're casting a bunch of spells with Chalcedony. Jumbling the enemy team is nice. Extra turn. Chernabog for that Dust Plume. Conjure a dust storm when my turn begins. Create 10 brown gems. Explode 45 gems. Hopefully you don't have to cast the Chernabog, but you're hoping you're just casting Chalcedony over and over and over. So let's see how this goes. Got on Orpheus. Maybe you got to do Anu. No, because you got 50% start. Never mind. But Orpheus is probably the way to go. Alright, let's see. What should we do? We got to get up Chalcedony. Let's go with this. This is 3 trophy now. So we're just trying to loop here. Every time we loop... Okay, we lost our loop already. We got this. There we go. Back on it. And you want to take off colors that aren't brown whenever you see them to make sure you continue to loop. Especially during Guild Wars, like right here, for example. Get rid of that. It might drop some more brown. We got a brown storm, so if you take something off the board, you have a high chance that brown drops, and you just added brown to the board. Bang. Alright, looking for extra turns that aren't brown. Bang. Looking for extra turns that aren't brown. We're doing all those negative stats effects. We got a death mark over there. We got all kinds of stuff. Fairy fire. You're hoping you do not have to cast anything except for Chalcedony. If it's going well, you're not casting anything else. Alright, just loop them to death. Looks like it's going alright. Like I said, the first couple battles with this team that I did, it went perfect. And then I just ran into like a bunch of freeze and elementalist business. I didn't get up and get going in time, and ran into some trouble. Still went 3-2 in bracket 3, so I still recommend it for bracket 5 and under. I think everybody could be completely fine with this team. And the way it does its thing, like, you're not even going to take any damage, and you're going to score pretty high. So, recommended. It's my team right now for Brown Day. I'll show that team code. Alright, there you go. And we'll show a few more teams for Brown. Alright, here's my other Brown team. This is the one I was using up until I fired it. It did work pretty good. I think bracket 5 and under, it will work. It's the Psycho Mega Missy with a Mountain Crusher on top. So we're trying to loop into that Sycorax, but we need the Mountain Crusher to get everybody up real quick to make a Dust Storm. So it has to be in first slot, but then you're hoping you don't have to cast it after you start looping on the Sycorax. We're frozen on blue, brown, and yellow. That's not good. You know, if you get frozen on your Sycorax, you're in trouble. Taking red would not be great. We want blue, brown, green. Yellow's okay. You really want to see that brown match, like, immediately, or you might get into some trouble. We got purple to green over here, and they got red to green. Don't think they have it. I hope I don't make it for them. Alright, they didn't get it. That's nice. 3 trophy PvP. Let's do the Mountain Crusher. You're hoping you only have to do it one time. There we go. Alright, now it's time to loop. You want to loop on brown. You want to loop on blue. And green is like your last resort with this team. Let's get rid of this green. And then going for brown. It's kind of like 11. Probably isn't enough, but we got to go for it. It's now or never. And we are freaking frozen on brown, so maybe not. Maybe we should go for green. There's only 9 green. We should probably just do Mountain Crusher again until we get unfrozen. It's unfortunate. And Mistralis is frozen. She's like one of the worst things that can be frozen besides Sycorax because, well, she got unfrozen, so we're good. Alright, now, let's take the green out of here. We're also elementalists, so every extra turn is doing something to their team. Every extra turn, you have a chance for that death below. You can definitely put something else in this slot if you want to. Something that does something on 4 or 5 gym match. So there's other troops that do that. Like you saw the Fool, which is also brown. Could go with that. Tourmaline, I think, is brown. Anything brown that does something on 4 or 5 gym match. Obsidious. But the team is Explode, a bunch of brown gems. That's the Mountain Crusher. Brown Storm. Sycorax, double a chosen colored gem on the board, then create 3 or more gems of that color. Give life to all allies of that color. Mistralis, deal splash damage to 1 to 4 random enemies, then jump on the board and gain an extra turn. Enchant all allies on 4 or 5 gem match. Spell Armor. So what you're hoping happens, you get up your Mountain Crusher by matching 1 brown, and then you cast it. You get up your Sycorax, you loop on brown, and then as you're looping, you're getting Mistralis, you're getting Megavores, you're getting a bunch of life. You cast your free Mistralises whenever you have them. It's like right now. Free Mistralis. And then go back to looping. You have 15 green. That would get Sycorax right back up, but it wouldn't really help anybody else. So let's take the red. Alright, we got the Mountain Crusher. We can go on blue. Blue's way better than green. Nobody else on our team uses green, so if you have to do green, you have to do green, but you're only getting your Sycorax life and nobody else, and mana. But you're setting off all that stuff. The Elementalist goes off when you do a 4 or 5 gem match. The Mistralis goes off. The Megavore goes off. You get a bunch of life. That's the strat. Mistralis, whenever you got it, got to do that damage. Okay, we got 13 blue. Let's go. Okay, let's go again on blue. Once you start going on a color, you pretty much keep going on it until it fails. Blue again. Free Mistralis. Free Skulls, too, though. Let's get the free Skulls. Kill that. Free Mistralis. Alright. Go back to blue. Free Mistralis. Bang, we win. So, I love this team. It's one of my favorite teams. It's kind of like the red team that I had a hand in making it and coming up with it and everything. I love Sycorax. I love Mistralis, so I put them together, and here you have it. So definitely recommended for bracket 5 and under, but I fired it, and I'm moving on to something else, but I still recommend it. Did I show the team code? I hope that wasn't 1 trophy. That might be a habit of mine, doing 1 trophies when I'm trying to get to tier 1 in PvP. But there's the team code, and let's move on to the next one. I gotta go look it up, because it's from Faceless One and Glorfindel. Alright, here's the brown team from Mr. Faceless One. We got Mountain Crusher. We got Queen Ash. Deal heavy splash damage to the second to last enemy, boosted by brown gems and allies. Pull them to the front, then create 3 elemental stars. 50% skull reduction, create a brown gem when my turn begins. We got Shale, convert a mana gem into an elemental star, create a brown gem when my turn begins, and a Dust Storm. King Heliodor, true damage to the first enemy, boosted by brown gems and allies, then knock them to the back, then create 3 elemental stars. Another brown gem, more stone skin. Seems pretty cool. I've never tried it, but let's try it right now. Maybe it will be my new brown team. Let's see what happens. In that I've never tried it before, I may not use it correctly. I got to get this video out, so I can't sit here and try it a bunch. But let's go. Give it a shot on video. I hope I picked 3 trophy, by the way. I don't know if I did. Let's retreat. I want to make sure. There we go. This 3 trophy will give us the best, mimic of a Guild Wars battle. Alright. No extra turns. Let's cast this. There we go. Nice. Alright, who would we cast now? Create 3 elemental stars. First enemy. I think I'd go with King Heliodor. He hits a little harder. Let's take the blue out of here. Let's take the brown out of here. And then let's cast this. Okay. That was nice. I want to do this just because Elementalist. I don't know, though. Let's do this again. Or maybe you do Queen Ash because you just moved him to the bottom. You can kill him. Or second to last enemy. Okay. Let's get that. Let's try to go back and forth with them. See what happens when we do that. Okay, I like it. Alright, just waiting on them. Come on now. Wow, what happened? I think I did the wrong thing. But anyway, that is awesome. So I might try that. All those elemental stars, all that brown getting created with a brown storm. That was pretty quick, too. So totally recommended. First try, don't even know what I'm doing, and it killed it. So shout out to this team. Give it a shot. Maybe this is the one. I'll show that team code. Bonus brown team, because I'm not super confident in mine. There you go. Team code. Mountain Crusher, Queen Ash, Shale, King Heliodor, Elementalist, double brown, blue, minus purple. Alright, final team and last brown team. This is from Glorfindel. I haven't tried it yet. Let's see how it does. We got Wand of Stars, Goblin Bomber, Autumnal Imp, Garnisherlin. Kind of a crazy team here. Hopefully it does good. I think it will. He's very creative. He's pretty good at making teams. So Wand of Stars is the new weapon. Choose one, create 6 elemental stars, bless all allies, or create 7 umbral stars, curse all enemies. We got Goblin Bomber, explode 3 random gems, gain an extra turn. We got Autumnal Imp, deal scatter damage and destroy 10 gems. If an enemy dies, gain 8 magic. Gain 8 magic on brown gem matches, gain bonus brown mana from brown gem matches. This one also has Jinx. Garnisherlin, the dragon, deal Damage to all enemies boosted by brown gems. Convert 5 brown gems to brown giant gems. There's a 10% chance for an extra turn boosted by brown gems. Gem scales. Dust storm. Alright, let's see how it goes, y'all. Another thing is it's Titan class, double brown, purple minus yellow, and he's using 2 Nisha and an Anu. Let's see how it goes. He says, get weapon up first. You'll have +4 brown. Try to cast dragon before imp. Then imp can destroy giant brown gems. If you need to, keep spamming goblin until you can go again. Alright, so we're trying to cast the dragon. Well, the weapon first, and then the dragon. And I hope I did 3 trophy. I think I did. Let's do this. And then go with the weapon, like he said. I'm going to bless all allies first. Okay. Now he says to cast the dragon. Let's get rid of the screen. Alright, let's do the dragon. Now the imp, right? Nice. Let's do it again. Okay. I think we go Wandin. A little crazy on me, but it's okay. The red. Do the wand. And do the dragon. Do the wand. Do the dragon. Do the imp. Pretty nice too. I kind of like Faceless One and Glorfindel's teams better than mine. But they all are good. They all have merit. It's going to be based on what you guys have. So if you only have Chalcedony, go with that. If you only have Sycorax, Mistralis, and something else, go with that. If you have Garnisherlin, you could go with this. I know it's hard. Garnisherlin and the Wand of Stars are kind of expensive, but hopefully you have those. And then the other team with King Heliodor, Queen Ash, and all that, that's not even legendaries, I don't think. It's like, or not even mythics. It's like legendaries and under. So Chalcedony's probably the lowest level team, and then you have the Faceless One team, and then you have my team, and then Glorfindel's might be the most expensive just because the dragon is like RNG and takes a bunch of Dragonite to get, and the wand is a little bit expensive, but not too bad. So, yeah. Definitely recommend. I didn't cast that Goblin Bomber once, but he was there just in case. He could have got extra turns and kept it on our turn and everything, so I totally get it. And they both worked awesome. 3 trophy. So check it out. Alright, that's it for today. That's all the Guild Wars teams with a bunch of bonus brown teams because I'm not super confident in my brown team. That red team, man, 20-0. Bracket 1, Bracket 2, Bracket 3 type stuff. So anybody Bracket 5 and under, any of these teams will work great for you and score high. We got the Gems of War After Dark probably coming Saturday night. I need it. I'm sorry. It's going to be a semi-chatathon. No expectations, though. But we can go as long as you want. It's just going to be like chatathon on hard mode. So it's probably going to end earlier. There's not very much expectation from me. I'm not going to have like anxiety and stuff about it. I just got to try. I got to give it the old college try. And hopefully y'all can come Saturday night, probably around 9 or 10 p.m. EST. That's at least what's leading the poll right now. So go vote on the community tab poll. I'm probably going to have to close it like Friday at reset, like tomorrow, because Friday's one of the options, so I can't make it go into that. So, yeah, go vote on the community tab poll. We will have a live stream tomorrow, one way or the other. And then Sunday we got spoilers. So see y'all for that stuff. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.